Welcome to Meditation Monday. Today we're going to do a basic introduction to meditation, and it will get us set up for the rest of the coming week. So the best way to start any type of meditation is to have your feet on the ground, and if you're sitting in a seat, have your feet on the ground, have your back straight, but you don't want it to be uncomfortable. So you don't want to be sitting like this. You just want to be a little comfortable, but not too relaxed. Some people feel comfort in sitting on the floor. That's totally fine. You can sit cross-legged and have your hips up a little bit. Some people find that a little comfortable, so if you want to put a pillow underneath your hips, that's good too. You can also lay down. Some people find comfort in laying down, and when I started my meditation, that is how I started. So a few things with meditation. There are different meditations for different moods or based on what you need. For today's meditation, this is just a basic meditation that you can use anytime that you're stressed. You need to calm your mind down a little bit if you have a little bit of anxiety. It just kind of centers you and gets you prepped for anything that you're when you're just not feeling right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And again, now you're in your meditation position. Oh, one thing I didn't mention is where you should put your hands. It's totally up to you. You can put your hands on your lap. You can put your hands on the table in front of you. You can put your hands on the chair. If you're laying down, just get comfortable. That's really how you want to start this meditation. One thing that I want to remind you is there's no right or wrong way to meditate. Some people will fall asleep. You need it. That's fine. If your mind is racing, that's fine, especially if this is the first time you're meditating. If you've meditated before, you might have a little more practice in trying to center your mind. That's wonderful. But for those of you that are new and are novice to meditating, just remember that there's no right or wrong. So if you're sitting there going, I don't know if I'm doing this correctly, you are, I promise. Just the fact that you're practicing is important. So now I'm going to invite you to take one really deep breath in through your nose, and then take an exhale through your mouth. Take one more deep breath in through your nose. Really feel those lungs. And then exhale. And as you exhale, feel free to close your eyes. If you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, that's totally fine. Just feel free to have a soft gaze to the ground. Right when you get into your meditation position, take a second to recognize all the sounds. Whenever you hear a sound, take a note of it very gently, mindfully, just with sound. We hear so many sounds throughout the day, and sometimes we notice them and a part of the thought process of what you're doing. Sometimes we don't notice them at all. If you can intentionally pay attention to the sounds, that sound and just let it go, it's a really good training for your mind. We're going to do what's called belly breathing today, but before we even get into the belly breathing, I want to just practice a few deep breaths and then some centering thoughts. So what I'm going to ask you to do is take a really deep breath, and when you do, what I would really like you to do is just see if you can follow and trace the breath down from your nose to the back of your throat, all the way down your chest and into your belly. And then once you get to your belly, see if you can just hold it for a second and then exhale. And as you're exhaling, I would really invite you to follow that breath all the way back up. So let's try that a few times. Just take one really strong deep breath in. Exhale all the way out. I invite you to do that about 2 or 3 more times. Just see how you're feeling. Your third breath, second breath, you just sit and take some natural breaths. See how you're feeling. Don't change your breath. Continue to breathe naturally. What I'll ask you to do is take one hand and put it on your belly. You could also take the other hand and put it on your heart if you choose. You don't. It's again, it's up to you. But the reason you put your heart and on your hand on your heart is to really feel that connection with your heart. And you put your hand on your belly, and this is actually intentional because we want to make sure that our belly is doing what we're calling belly breathing. So what you do with belly breathing is when you breathe in, you're going to stick your belly out as far as you can. And then when you breathe out, you're going to suck your belly in. And you're going to really feel that belly going in and out. We're going to do this a few times. So take really deep breath in and then push your belly out and see how that feels. And then exhale and push your belly in. Inhale, push your belly out. Exhale, push your belly in. Inhale, push your belly out. Exhale, suck your belly in. Ready to do that a few more times on your own time. See how you're feeling. And on your third or fourth time, whatever you feel comfortable, maybe you just bring your hands down. Just breathe naturally. And as you breathe naturally, if you can, try to focus your attention on your breath, wherever you feel your breath is the strongest. And as you do this, remember it's really challenging to make your mind stop. But if you recognize that your mind has wandered and you're not focused on your breath anymore, totally fine. What I'll invite you to do is just know that your mind has wandered and then try to mindfully and non judgmentally bring your attention back to your breath. Again, it's fine if your mind wanders, so normal. Just very gently, non judgmentally, try to bring your attention back to. take some time to start feeling your feet. Maybe you can feel the seat underneath your hips, the chair or the bed against your back. Maybe start feeling your feet. Very gently, when you're ready, ready to open your eyes. Thank you for joining me in this practice. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.